In this video, we're going to be explaining how my AI plays Mario Kart Wii so that you can make your very own completely self-taught AI. By the end of this video, you'll be able to make an AI that can learn through trial and error continually. It will be able to improve as long as you let it run, and might even become unbeatable. I spent the last 3 years of my life developing for a way for AI to play Mario Kart Wii. Beyond that, I spent almost 6 years learning and researching deep reinforcement learning, and today, both will be released for all to use. The brain behind almost every AI you've seen on my channel is an algorithm called Beyond the Rainbow. This is a modern deep reinforcement learning algorithm designed to achieve strong performance from just image data while only needing a desktop PC. The roots of reinforcement learning actually go back a very long way, beginning as early as 1953. The basic idea was that our AI would be given a state which would describe what was going on, the AI could then pick an action, and then the AI would be told how good that action was with a reward. While this work was highly successful even in its own time, it was still missing something. We needed a good way of learning which action to take from rewards, but sadly, that just didn't exist yet. We still needed another new invention. In the 2010s, neural networks started to go mainstream, revolutionizing a whole load of fields. What made them so special is that they could learn basically anything you wanted them to, as long as you had enough data and enough GPUs to run them. Most importantly, all you had to do was get a neural network to predict how much reward you would get for taking an action, and suddenly the sky was the limit for reinforcement learning. In 2013, the company DeepMind would be the first to crack this, combining reinforcement learning with neural networks to play Atari games, inventing the field of deep reinforcement learning as we know it. Shortly after this, it became a gold rush to improve these algorithms, with DeepMind and a load of other companies just throwing piles of money at researchers to get ahead in the AI game, making a bunch of cool stuff on the way. One of the algorithms that came out during this time was Rainbow DeepQ Networks, which did a whole load of stuff to improve the algorithm from 2013. It added noise to the neural network, forcing the AI to try new actions and better explore what was possible. It also prioritized which actions and rewards to learn from to make learning faster, and just fixed a lot of minor issues in the original algorithm, resulting in a huge performance improvement. Some years later, a new algorithm called Beyond the Rainbow would be introduced, which would further make many more improvements. This completely changed the type of neural network being used, fixing a lot of the instabilities that were still in Rainbow DQN, and massively reducing the time taken to run the algorithm. This would absolutely crush Rainbow DQN, and would become one of the first algorithms to play almost any semi-modern game on just a desktop computer. While Beyond the Rainbow had the power to learn to play games from raw images, getting it to play Mario Kart Wii would not be so simple, mostly because Wii emulators like Dolphin Emulator were designed for humans, not AIs. This ended up taking many sleepless nights, but long story short, it worked something like this. We have a main program which includes the AI, and that way itself would spawn lots of instances of Dolphin emulators. However, this was no normal version of Dolphin, but one that was designed to allow code to interact with it. Each of these instances of Dolphin had to be programmed to communicate with the main program, which was quite a headache to say the least. The instances of Dolphin would send images of the screen and the rewards back to the AI. The AI could then select which action it wanted to take and also use that information to learn from. The version of Dolphin I was using was absolutely critical for this, as it allowed controller input, grabbing the screen and reading memory addresses all just using code. The main pain of getting all this working though was that Dolphin Emulator with AI was not very reliable. The emulators would sometimes randomly crash for seemingly no reason. After a lot of headaches and some help from some amazing people, this is now mostly fixed though. Anyway, it's time to get into the tutorial section so you can set up your very own AI. Throughout this guide, I will explain how to install this on Windows, but Linux and macOS are also supported. For the first part of this guide, I'll be telling you how to install and run the code, although later I'll explain a little more about what to expect and even give you a demo of what the AI will look like, and it can even beat the game's own hard CPUs. Hello, we're now in the tutorial section of the video where I'm going to be showing you how to download and run your very own Mario Kart AI. So here is the repository where all of the code and everything you need is going to be stored. There should be a link to the description if future me has been, is on the ball. But anyway, all you need to do is come down here and follow all of the instructions, which I'm going to walk you through here. So I'm mainly going to be going over this with Windows, but we do have instructions for other operating systems as well. The first thing you're going to need to do is download Python 3.12. It does have to be specifically Python 3.12 because the Dolphin emulator code does actually rely on that version. But you should just be able to come down here and then just download the version you need, which I imagine for most people will probably just be the Windows installer, 64-bit. And then just walk through the installation wizard. I'm not going to do it because I've already got Python 3.12 installed. But yeah, there you go. The second thing you're going to need is to download Visual Studio. You can download Visual Studio here, and then once again, I already have this installed. But then if you come onto the Visual Studio installer and press modify, there's going to be a lot of different packages you can install. I believe what we're doing is going to rely on desktop development with C++. So you may want to come over here and download this package here. I think that might take a while. I think it's a few gigabytes. Yeah, I believe that is a prerequisite to run this on Windows. The next thing we're going to need to clone the repository. If you haven't used Git before, you can download this as a zip folder, but if you have Git installed, you just need to copy this command and then go to whatever directory where you want this to be, and then you're just going to run the command. And it will download everything for you very nicely. So there you go. If we come over to File Explorer, you're going to see that indeed we have the repository cloned here. The next thing you're going to need to do is actually get yourself the game ROM. So this is going to be like the Mario Kart Wii ROM. I'm not allowed to legally distribute this because that's piracy. However, you can go ahead and find yourself, legally, you can go ahead and find yourself your own Mario Kart Wii ROM. I warn you, it will need to be the European version of the game, because that's the version which everything is set up on. I'll let you go ahead and try and get your hands on one of those. But long story short, I have a version here. And all you got to do is come over to your game folder here and then just paste in the ROM. And then once you've got this here, that's going to be used later by the emulator as the game you want to run. Next big thing to do is you need to install some libraries. So libraries, so come over to your command prompt and then go into the correct directory. So this is just the repository we cloned before called VRL. And then you're just going to paste the command and run this. So that happened very quickly. That won't happen very quickly if this is your first time doing it. Everything is already installed for me. As you can see, it says requirement already satisfied. But when you install this, it's going to download lots of libraries. This is basically code that I kind of took from other people. This is very common in programming. No one does anything for themselves anymore. That's just a fact of life, okay? But yeah, once you've got the libraries installed, you're looking pretty good. Next, what we need to do is download the Dolphin emulator itself. So what we're going to need to run the Dolphin emulator is, or to download the Dolphin emulator, is to just run the script. So we provide some scripts to download everything for you. We actually have them under here under releases, but all you've got to do is copy this command and run this. If you get an error saying like Python 3 isn't found, just change Python 3 to just Python. And that should go ahead and download for you. And then, provided everything is successful, if you come over to your repository again, you should now see Dolphin 0. So you now have a version of Dolphin emulator, which you should be able to boot up. You can have a look at. However, if you want to run this, not just one Dolphin emulator, but you want to run many of them at once, which I recommend because it's faster, you can use this other script called clone dolphins. You need to use the same version of Python again. All this is going to do is literally just copy the file. It's just a script to do something. You could even do yourself if you really wanted to. But if you come over here, you'll now see we have not just Dolphin 0, but 1, 2, 3. So by default, it will clone it. So you have 4 of these. But you can do how many you want. If you've got a really good PC, you might be able to run 8 or 16. If you've got a slightly weaker PC, you might just be able to run 2 or even 1. I think 4 will be appropriate for most people. Be careful though, if your PC doesn't have amazing cooling or your PC isn't too big, keep an eye on things. Don't completely just ruin your PC trying to train an AI. Um, but yeah, that's that. So the other thing you're going to need is something called save states. So when I train an AI, the AI doesn't learn to play like from the main menu. It learns to play from a position which I basically put it in. So all I have is some saved positions in the emulator. And then when the AI wants to start playing, it just loads it up. So it goes to a very specific place, such as the start of a race. When you do run this command here, it will download the folder for you. And yeah, you can see Mario Kart save states here. You can also download a pre-trained model. So you can, if you come under releases, you can come and find it here. Yeah, you can see a trained model. So this is just if you want to run a model that I've already trained. You don't have to do this. If you want to train your own one, you can skip this step, which I'm going to skip the step. But yeah, it's there for you to play around with if you want to. But if we want to go ahead and get into things, we're pretty much done. If everything's gone according to plan up until now, you should be pretty much ready. So all we've got now is this command here. So all this is going to do is just run the program. I warn you, if you have multiple versions of Python installed, you may need to change this command. So if you just run Python, it will show you what version of Python is your default. I've got 3.11, which is not correct. I mentioned earlier, you need to be running Python 3.12. So what I'm going to recommend is that if that says Python 3.12, you can just use the command there. But if you don't have that, and instead you have something else, you can use this command here instead, which will specifically choose 3.12. But if you run this, it's going to start booting up. And if everything has gone correctly, you should see two instances of Dolphin boot up. 2 instances will boot up no matter how many you installed earlier. This is just for testing, we use 2. Yeah, you should be able to see everything. You should be able to see it playing. It's not going to be playing very well at this point. It's basically going to be random, so you can see it's doing a bunch of things which make no sense whatsoever. This isn't a trained model. This is a neural network playing Mario Kart Wii. It's just not a trained neural network, so it's going to be just stupid basically. But anyway, you can come ahead and keyboard interrupt this and shut the dolphins down. You don't have to use that command. You can shut them down manually by yourself if you want to. But that was just a testing run. So that's just a test that kind of everything is working okay. To actually run things, what you're going to want to do is just use this command or whichever version of Python you had before. So if I just get rid of this line here, which is testing, and I hit run on this time it's going to boot up kind of for real. However many environments, by default this is going to boot 4 environments. You can change this if you want to. Just go and have a look at the code and you'll have to install the number of emulators that you want. But yeah, you can see here we've got 4 different emulators, and yeah, this is going to kind of start training eventually. A couple of things to be wary of. Reinforcement learning, it takes a while. You need lots of, reinforcement. So for the first 200,000 time steps, so it shows you the number of time steps you've been training for here. For the first 200,000, this is going to be entirely random, so don't expect to see any kind of progress. And then things will slowly get less random up until this says about 2 million. So that could take a while, so be prepared. You might need to run this for, maybe a day or so before. Or probably not a day. I'd say once this hits 5 million, depending on how quick your PC is, you should be seeing some improvements. But until this says 2 million, I really wouldn't expect to be seeing that much. If you've been watching it for half an hour and it hasn't gotten better, don't freak out. It's probably fine. You just, leave it till it says like 4 or 5 million. And then if it's still not working, then you can be worried. But yeah, that is how you can train your very own Mario Kart AI. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, best of luck. This AI performed pretty well, but even just by tweaking the actions and rewards, I'm sure you can get much better performance, so feel free to give it your best shot. Also, if you want to contribute to the GitHub like this amazing person, please feel free to do some pull requests or join my Discord server to come and help. I'd love to improve the speed and reliability of things, so any help on that front is always appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, and best of luck setting things up if you want to give it a try. I hope this video made your day just a little bit better, and I hope to see you again in the next one.